We're in a pandemic. The Corona compadres need a podcast, but we need 3 people.
That's a good idea. But we don't have 3 people still.
What kind, fellas?
Sit down, comedy extra.
Okay. Storm,
Yep.
I assume the podcast has begun, but I need to know, do I need to get some bubbly in you?
Not really.
Generally, you start up a storm in your belly in the beginning, and it really shows for things to come.
What are you talking about?
The other day you had a shot when we started off the show. That was
No,
the episode.
this episode is sponsored by Alcoholics Anonymous, so no vodka
Oh.
today.
I see. No vodka, only duck. That's the vibes for today. We just touch it
Yeah.
Scotch.
Yeah.
Scotch, of course.
Yeah, the line of cocaine off the podcast.
Yeah, you look like you need one. No lie.
You're not wrong.
Anyway, man, I've been wanting to talk to you about this for a while, and it might be, it's not the reason, but it's implicit in why I might have missed a few podcasts. I finished The Ghost of Tsushima, bro. I don't know if you're familiar with The Ghost of Tsushima.
A storm is coming.
I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. The Tsushima. The Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima!
The Ghost of Tsushima.
Ah, that one.
That's how you put it. You know the Japanese don't do English like we do.
No. Plus, I played a bit of it. I've been playing it in Japanese. Oh, it's like you're playing a
that's
whole
what I
new
was
game.
going to ask you. I was going to ask you, what did you choose? Did you play it in English or
No,
Japanese? And you said
I first
Japanese.
played it in English. I first put it in Japanese, and then I realized it's actually shot in English. So in Japanese there was like a lag in words in the story. So then I changed it to English, and then when I finished the game, the story rather, I put it back to Japanese. I changed it back last night because I got fucking bored. It irritated me. I was playing on a while in Japanese, and it was just like Akashima. I was like, fuck off. I can't take this shit anymore. It's too deep. Everything's dramatic as fuck in Japanese, bruh. Never. Even the jokes, they're not funny anymore. It's just cock dramatic. And the game has some good jokes, I won't lie. There were 1 or 2 moments where I was cracked.
It's a long
Like,
game. It
it's
has
like-
to have jokes.
Yeah, but look, it's not jokes like The Witcher, don't get me wrong. But to be fair, it's not as long as The Witcher. Not nearly. But it's quite long.
Yeah. That's
I've been downloading Final Fantasy 7, the remake, for the last 3 days because of ESCOM, which should have been done. An hour ago, there was an hour left.
Yeah.
The power fucked cut. And now
If there's nothing to blame the government.
4 hours. Bro, what do you mean there's nothing to blame? They are to blame. I would have been playing it was 80 gigs done. 10 gigs got deleted off the download when the power came back. So like, I was just like, get the fuck out of here. So we are blaming that on the government. By the way, to the PlayStation people that are listening, on PS Plus for the month of March, you can also get Final Fantasy 7, the remake, for free. Firstly, PlayStation does not sponsor me. I don't know how I could get them to sponsor me. Frankly, I'm not famous enough, to be honest. But
Not yet.
I just have to tell my people out there, because this game came out this year. It's a 1,400 rand game, and I got it for free, and you can too. So
Yeah, that's what is strange. That's what is strange. And coming at you with the PC versions of specials. Over the last month, downloaded a few things. If
Really?
people listening are aware of Little Nightmares, its predecessor in certain ways, Inside, downloaded that for free. And as we know, downloaded Rocket League for free, downloaded Fortnite for free. Yes, Fortnite. And I'm 30.
It's free.
What else? I have a list that I downloaded. I don't really remember it. I think I downloaded a Star Wars game as well. I never played it, but it's still there. You know me. If there's something for free, I'm gonna take it, even if I don't need it.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I just remembered. PlayStation users, and this isn't for PS Plus. You don't even have to have PS Plus for this. Ratchet and Clank on the PlayStation Store is free because the new game is coming. I forget the name. It's coming out on PS5 to hype it. The original game, no matter who you are on the PlayStation Store, is completely free. The nice thing of this is because it's an old school game, it's not huge, like the download. So, guys, I haven't downloaded yet. I might. I don't know. If this Final Fantasy can just finish downloading, I can think of such things.
Yeah, I was gonna download it and say he thought of doing a podcast for you guys. So he's looking after you guys and girls first and then downloading after. The man just got discipline.
Well, getting there, Storm. Getting there. Discipline is imperative, but discipline is a son of a bitch. This is the truth. I'm out just
a son of a bitch
facts.
that you bang every single night. You have a guest every single night. So discipline isn't a problem for you.
Yeah, but my last two shows got cancelled because of ESCOM. And it's making me fucking in the murran. Because last week I was in Joburg, and people know when I'm on stage, I generally always cancel my show. Because it doesn't make a good show. And then it also spoils my vibe at the gig. It doesn't spoil it, but it just I don't like being dispersed. When you're in the environment, you miss out a lot of things, because at the comedy shows, as you know, comedians drop advice like gold without knowing it most of the time. You can learn something if you're just in conversation and looking, watching, and exactly. Yeah. Speaking of that, just to go on a bit of a comedy-related tangent. Last week when I was in Joburg, I performed at OTG, which is Robin Dunlop's gig. Shout out to Robs. And Chantel Jax was the host.
Oh,
it was the
Robin Dunlop has a gig. Evolution.
Yeah.
Evolution is happening, my man.
What is that supposed to? I saw Evolution is happening, but no, Robin has a nice gig for real. OTG, well, at least the night where I was there, it was good. Chantel Jax was the host, and we were just having such a fucking ball at this place, bro. Like, we were just having a time. Doc Comedy was there. We were talking shit. Some people were dying, but I didn't die, bruh. After that, Chantel's girlfriend came to me and she said,
Really,
"I'm
you're
watching
out
you."
here looking like Jesus and you didn't die.
Yeah. That was my opening line. People were dead. I brought them back to life, just like a certain Jesus. Peace be upon him.
Jesus Gabriel, he plays for Manchester City.
No. I'm talking. Now you're talking about soccer. You really want to go there, so? Is that really where?
But football, dickhead, not soccer.
What do you mean football, not soccer? You're gonna call me an American?
You want to
You're
speak
gonna
about
call me an
soccer?
American
You need to go back to your Yankees. You need to go to Chicago.
soccer?
You need to
Oh,
go to
nice.
New Jersey and have a cup of coffee with all your
Bruh,
skates.
there's too much Cape Town in your American accent, bruh. You sound like the most Cape Townian American ever. Coffee, yes, you sound like you're gonna rob me. Storm, you
Oh,
stuck.
wait. Okay, then. Gonna have some of your coffee at the diner.
You know your normal accent, your natural accent is quite close to American as it is. You just have to add some R's. Try it.
Okay, then.
Try it. Storm.
No.
Just roll your R's. Storm.
No.
But anyway,
No.
back to my story. Chantal's girlfriend.
I challenge you. Tell your story in an American accent. Don't break.
Chantal's girlfriend after the show, she told me like, Mo,
I see the
That
American
was the
accent, not
close-
Paris Hilton.
same shit, different twist. Isn't Paris American?
Well, there's
Girlfriend.
American in this Paris Hilton.
Get the fuck out of this
Let's
store.
put it
I was
this
in the
way.
vibe,
Let's
I was-
put it this way. I'd rather be one night in Paris than in the USA.
You watch too much porn. Let's just say that. One night in Paris, suck my ass.
No, I don't think she did that now. No.
No, I don't think she did that. Paris Hilton, the original Kim Kardashian, for all of you young'uns that don't know, Kim Kardashian used to wipe Paris Hilton's ass back in the day. Well, something of that sort. Not that exactly, but I mean, not much different to be true either. And that's why she's Kim now. Although Kim took it next level because she had ass. Because she's not white, you motherfuckers. Caucasians ruin shit. I wouldn't have to get
She
fucking...
brought some Persian
Isn't that-
flavor into a white girl.
Like you be talking shit. But oh my god, bruh. Oh my god. Sometimes I need to
Did you see that?
remind myself
I saw something
that
on Twitter,
I'm
right?
saying this shit to the world. Eh?
Yeah. I saw something on Twitter, one of the promoted tweets, and I saw somebody was on Instagram, an Insta Live with Kim Kardashian, right? And I was looking at this for like 10-15 seconds, and if something is promoted, I can see
And
Kim
then
Kardashian
you
was
can.
not interested to be there.
Oh,
It's like one of these contract gigs. Okay, I'm doing this for a company, so I'll just have to chill here for like 15, 30 minutes.
yeah.
All in all, it just didn't seem genuine. So, yeah. But then again,
Okay. To the
if
feminists
whoever
out
did
there,
that
what Storm
it
was
was
trying to
being-
say to the feminists out there, what
shit, the
what
feminists,
Stormy has just said.
don't tell the people I'm trying to do anything. I don't try anything, I do it.
Pick your words carefully. However,
But anyway,
what you just said there,
go ahead with your PC promo. Go. By all
man,
means.
PC promo.
Yes.
What Tom was trying to say, if Kim Kardashian has clothes on, we don't really give a shit about anything she has to say. It's boring to us. That's what
Actually,
he was trying to say. So,
Okay, I guess this is me against Mo for this podcast. What I said was Kim Kardashian didn't look like she was interested to be in that Insta Live. So, no need for disclaimers to feminists. Feminists and I are cool. Feminists are why I'm so straight. It's just the Karens that is a problem.
What the fuck did you just say? Did you? It's so hilarious, motherfucker. Thank you for taking me out of that hole that I dug for myself. But anyway, where were we?
Jax.
Yeah. Chantal, Jack's girlfriend, came to me and she was like, after while I was watching you, that was the closest I ever came to becoming straight. And I was like, that's the nicest thing somebody has ever said to me in my entire life. I almost started crying. Shit. That was the best words I could have ever heard. I don't think there's a greater compliment.
No, there isn't. Greater compliment doesn't exist. No,
Doesn't
not
exist.
No.
Yeah.
If someone that's not straight told me that, I don't care whoever says anything else next. Jennifer Lopez can say I have the biggest dick she's ever seen. Nothing comes close to a lesbian saying, you almost told me.
Bruh.
A little later.
While you check it, just check to make sure I don't get fucking dragged because I've been saying some wild shit. I don't know what vibe is in me today. It's all of this coke. I'm telling you. Kids, don't drink coke. Just no, that sounds
Don't
like,
drink coke, just
like
sniff it.
fuck it, you see? No, bruh, Jesus would never advocate for such. And guys on Spotify, you guys can't see me, but people say I look like Jesus. And
Name of the
that's why I
podcast,
said it
how
in
to
that
get
manner.
cancelled.
Definitely. How to get cancelled? Yes. Speak aimlessly on discussions that don't concern you. How to get cancelled 101. But I was watching last night. Actually, oddly enough, last night I was watching a video of Chappelle doing this other fucking what was the joke? Bro, he was doing this wild jokes, bruh. About General Chappelle, with rape and stuff, but fucking hilarious shit, okay? It was about a serial rapist in Texas, which isn't funny at all, of course. That was raping men, and that's when it became fucking hilarious because Chappelle took it next. But the point that I'm making was that on that show, it was straight after. I don't know if you're familiar with the incident when Kramer from Seinfeld cracked on stage. Like he cracked and he started saying he was dying on stage and he just started saying some racist shit, bro. And he got cancer. And in this old school set that Chappelle's doing, it's just after that happened and Chappelle is mocking the shit out of this incident. And he's like, Chappelle says, I feel like I'm 80% comedian and 20% black. Because at the same time, I was like, what the fuck did this dude just say? Obviously, he didn't say dude. But what he said after that was more interesting. Because he said, but at the same time, the comedian in me was thinking, shit, Kramer must be thinking in his head, shit, this was a tough night. I'm going to get him next time. No, you ain't, motherfucker. I thought that shit was hilarious. But what was crazy was that while watching that set of him talking about what Kramer got cancelled for, saying he's being careful and shit, he started every fucking word he said off with the same phrase, bitch, 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 bitch. And I was like, you know what? Nowadays, just the shit you said about Kramer getting cancelled would get anybody else cancelled. If you fucking think about it. That's what's crazy, bruh. Do you understand what
basically,
I'm
when he
saying?
started every sentence with bitch, 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 it was a normal Saturday night in the 80s with Bill Cosby. Moving on.
Oh fuck. I was about to say this is in 2005, and then you brought up Bull into this. I know I normally do that, but just because I normally do that shit doesn't mean it's right. You can't just put Cosby in every podcast, bruh. It just everybody feels awkward because motherfucker's a rapist, asshole, sure. He has a wonky eye, looks like a nightmare, definitely one of the greatest comedians to ever pick up the mic, undoubtedly.
Give me your pudding pop.
Fuck off. No, we're not doing any Cosby impressions.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah. No, but it's crazy how in 2000, like this must have been like 2002, 2003. Couldn't have been long. Around that time, it was it was in the 2000s for sure, and in a time of so much sensitivity, in terms of like just after motherfucker got cancelled. Kramer got cancelled, people at their most sensitive when they were watching the shit they were saying, if they had to say that shit today, would undoubtedly be cancelled. Not like at the level, if you understand what I'm saying. If he wasn't shit out because the Chappelle can say whatever the fuck he wants to say.
Everybody is soft.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know, bruh.
No, it is. Everybody is soft.
No. You know why I say that doesn't make sense?
Some things get exaggerated.
No, in terms of generationally people getting soft, I used to buy that bullshit before. But in terms of where it comes to like shit that will get you cancelled, or other restrictions, because that's what it is, restrictions. In terms of restrictions, it's not even a matter of soft, bruh. Like, if you think about it, people are softened by the restrictions. It's not that the restrictions are because people are soft. It's the opposite way around.
Okay, let's do context.
Think about it.
Let's do context. Kramer.
Eh?
You say Kramer, when he went off the rails, he started every sentence with bitch. Now, bitch, okay.
No, Kramer didn't
it's
do
debatable.
that.
It's debatable whether.
Kramer didn't do that. Kramer didn't do that, bro. That's not what Kramer got cancelled for. I'm saying Chappelle in his set started every sentence with bitch. Where he described this, he started every sentence with bitch. Kramer didn't get cancelled for saying bitch.
Okay, I was getting to the part. Yes, Kramer was.
Yeah. Kramer was saying he broke out into this racist rant against black people.
That's where I was going.
Yeah, but like this shit is like when you if anybody has seen the footage of this, it's like when that Afrikaner dude in corporate who's been when Jacques from IT has been talking with his posh white boy accent, and then one day he can't take the shit anymore and the Afrikaner comes out and he just starts fucking racially slurring everybody in the office. Yes, a fucking coolie. And the English comes out. It just fucking reminds me of that shit. Like, anybody who's ever been to any school sports events where Afrikaner people have gathered at, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I explain this moment. That was what happened with Kramer on stage. He was dying on stage and then he started saying a bunch of racist shit and he got cancelled immediately.
No, that's where people are right to cancel him.
Of course.
Well, I'm not for the concept of being cancelled. Although I'm for consequences. If
Yeah.
things happen like Kramer did, there are certain pathways that you don't go, that you just don't go. Race is one of them. So therefore, that's the only way I'm
It's not even
gonna
a pathway,
support
bro.
people
He's
getting
a racist.
cancelled.
He's it's not even, he wasn't talking about race. He's a racist, and he was being a racist. There's a difference, bruh. There's a, it's not even it's not a subtle difference. It's a fucking huge difference between somebody who makes racial commentary and somebody who is a racist. Trevor Noah makes racial commentary. You know what I'm saying? He's clowned racial groups before. But it's different. It's different. Kramer was actually being fucking racist. Because why? He's a racist. I don't know if he's changed now. Maybe he's changed. But back then, he was a racist. It was fucking evident. And it showed. And
he's 16 years older now. He's more of a racist than before.
You have a point.
You know, old men in America? Get off my lawn.
It's not just America, to be honest. It's just old people in general. But I feel like nowadays, even the older people aren't as racist as they old people.
On the Sit Down Comedy Extra podcast, all old people are racist.
Oh yes, no doubt. All people are racist.
Every single one of them.
All people. No, I'm saying all people, including you and I and the
Once you hit 60 old people are racist.
Old people are very racist.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is all people are racist to some level. And you have to be honest with yourself to know that inside everybody has racism. That's a fact. But old people don't know how to hide it. It's all they know. Apartheid, especially in our scenario in South Africa. But all old people are racist.
Don't even get onto apartheid.
But when they were kids, their old people were even fucking more racist. Think about it.
And we're still living in a racist society. Only it's been reversed. Moving on.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
I used to think like that. But it's not been reversed. It's the opposite. Bro, I thought it was reversed. I really did. But it's not. And I've just understood that recently. I'm not really in the position to explain why it's not reversed. But to put it briefly, if you're still benefiting from the privileges of your race compared to a person who's now not benefiting from any privilege because of you, the same race that is benefiting from privilege, it's not racist to talk shit about you. And that's just how I feel.
And that's the comedian mindset, ladies and gentlemen.
No. I thought that I was listening to some people in the perspective, and not fools, not just comics, not just molatives talking about it and having a laugh. Actual smarty pants having this discussion, and I understood it. Because even if you talk shit about a white dude, he's still got a jet ski, all the privilege in the world. I mean, just because we're talking shit about him doesn't change that it's, why are people so dumb that we think that just because we're talking about it, that now it changed? Nah, that's bullshit.
Okay, so basically everybody is hating on the privilege.
And not necessarily. You just
their privilege, their heritage, their trust fund this.
Yeah. No doubt. I mean, you don't have to feel, if you are privileged, you don't have to feel guilty for your privilege. Don't get me wrong. You just have to be aware of it. But most of you aren't aware of it, and you're out here fucking screaming that people that you are fucking discriminated against and that sort of bullshit. Shut the fuck up. Go play on your boat. You have a boat, bitch. Shut up. You know what I'm saying?
And with that,
yeah, but those are
Mo
my
has
views.
confirmed we'll never have a guest that is known as white.
No,
This
what do you
podcast
mean?
started off well.
No, I don't have anything wrong with white people.
No, I know.
I just some white people. And white people have to understand why, bruh. Like, think about it.
Okay, the floor
And
is
this,
yours.
I was thinking about this shit before the podcast. Before I knew we were going to be recording this podcast, I was thinking about this deep thing. I hope I can explain it to you guys how I explained it to myself and how I understood it at the time. So, but me as an Indian dude, I've only been my first memory or trauma of being racially belittled is from a white person because of South Africa, right? So that's why sometimes I can lash out at white people in manners that isn't accustomed to the situation because of an insecurity, because of something that I've experienced. However, I've also experienced racism from black people. But at the same time, we need to think in reverse. Like I'm telling the white people to understand me, before they make their preconceived notions about me, to understand my insecurity, we need to see it from the same eyes. How many Indian people were really racist to black people that now black people sometimes will lash out at you in the way like how I'm explaining that I'd lash out at a white person because of an insecurity that was originated from somebody of a particular color that fits mine, that now just makes this memory of yours come back. And I think if we all just understand that and allow for that, you know, we'd have much less problems. Because most of the time, real racist people know they're racist. They don't do jack shit. We know that there's that one bar around town. It's always other people who aren't really racist that make us slip up in saying they get bolted on social media, which I can understand, but it doesn't fix the problem. Because, like I said in the beginning, we're just talking about it. We're not actually changing it. We're just talking shit about it. It's my view.
That's fair. That's fair that you have had the chance to explain your mental state as far as that goes. So I just felt it was important just not to make a statement and just not back it up. That's why I asked, like, why? And you now showed us why. And that's how, essentially, every conversation should work.
Yeah.
For example, there could be two
I
sides,
went off on
but there's
that.
a reason there are two sides. And it's no use seeing what the side is without seeing the reason for it.
Yeah. I'm not saying I'm right either. I'm just saying it makes sense to me.
It just makes sense to you.
Yeah.
In the same way, it wouldn't make
Okay.
sense to other people based on experiences and based
Yeah.
on
It
connections.
makes sense
and
to you?
yeah, it makes sense. Whether I wholeheartedly agree with it, that's a different story.
Of course.
It makes sense.
I don't know. Where does one go after a rant? It's the first time I really went on like a hardcore rant about something serious that's not bullshit. I don't know where to take the conversation.
Just flowing, man. Just flowing.
No, because normally I rant about stupid shit and then I can just go take the conversation to like some other stupid shit. Oh, let's talk about anal. You know, some dumb shit like that. I can't do that now. Not after that rant. I just gave these people.
Let's talk about anal
like,
with a white woman after sniffing coke.
I've never. Oh my god, that's just like a Tony Montana cliche. Every girl from 4 ways. Fuck it. Let's talk about it.
Every girl from 4 ways. I should go to 4 ways.
No, brother, this is very cliche. Well, when you said that, the reason I didn't think it was completely hilarious because I was like, it's such a cliche. Snuffing coke out of some white girl's palm hole, you know.
Several bad puns later.
Yeah, when last have you been on stage?
December.
December. How did it go?
Yeah.
Was it a death or was it a kill?
I'm at the stage where I don't care anymore. As long as I nail everything I had in my head, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
There were laughs. There were a few laughs.
So you didn't die.
Nah, probably not. But at the same time, dying isn't a factor to me. Dying isn't a factor to me. What gets to me is hindsight, looking back at certain reactions and how I delivered certain things, what I could have said, what would have been funnier, and not like what should have been in the set. Just the spontaneous moments, you know. I'm sure you've experienced it. Like, the nuances. Like, that moment will never happen again at any other stage. It doesn't matter if you come back to that stage next week. That moment isn't gonna happen again.
But that, you know, if you just had to push this one line, which you already have, you just didn't say it. Had you said it, you know, you would have pushed the energy from a good set to a great set, from funny to kill. And like, you know, like it's the worst feeling when you know you could have blew the roof off the place as you walk off stage. As Tom saying, it is the shit, but it's the curse of the comic. But I think the only way to get that feeling off is to just do another stage, because I don't focus it on I used to focus on it a shitload, but I think I sort of accepted that focusing on the one you missed is against the concept itself of hitting it in the moment. You're now already fucking in the wrong space of mind. You're thinking of how you would amend the situation that you got last time. Unconsciously. And then you go on stage and that's not the situation you're gonna get ever. It's not, just doesn't work like that. And then unconsciously you're already prepared.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you a story when you're done speaking. That actually haunts me. That has been haunting me for years. So when you're done speaking, I'll tell you a story.
Death. Was it a death?
No, it wasn't. It's this thing that we speak of. Now, I'll wait until you settled because I don't want the people on YouTube to be distracted by you taking them on a journey to taking a shit.
No, there's no journeys, just cigarettes. But please tell us what haunts you, Storm.
So I was at Armchair, right? One of the few nights that I did comedy about 8 years ago, probably 9. And I was doing this hit. I was doing it fine, and I guess we could say I was doing crowd work during the set.
Yeah.
It just happens that way. I didn't intend for it to happen, but then something came up and I thought, let's just do it. So I remember checking with everybody because there were a few people that came from another country, whether for holiday or just live there now. There were a couple in the crowd, front row. I remember this vividly. Front row was from California. And I asked, there has to be a reason you leave the USA, right? So I was basically giving an answer for them. So I asked him, you left the USA to get away from something. Let me see. It was probably Kim Kardashian, right? So I moved over to the ones at the back, couple from Namibia. If you guys left your home, you were getting away from something, right? And then I go, that nobody cares. And there was a couple from Colombia, one over. And I didn't understand why they would leave Colombia, because why the fuck would you leave Colombia to come to South Africa? You guys grow heroin in your backyard. And that was the first mistake. I said grow heroin. Now, I'm not the most experienced when it comes to heroin, but you don't grow that shit. So I moved further
and it's
on.
Colombia. It's okay.
Yeah. I think that's what it was. My brain was like working so hard, and it got stuck between cocaine and heroin. Heroin is fine, but you grow cocaine.
Yeah, I've lost the Colombian. It has to be cocaine.
Yeah. And went to a next couple from Switzerland. And I asked her, why would you come to South Africa? Don't you like tax-free stuff? Because in Switzerland, government tax-free, basically no tax. And then lastly, on the left front row, couple friends, and there was a woman, I think from Congo.
How was this going? Was this going far?
Right?
While
Yeah.
you were saying this, were you getting laughs?
Yeah, it was.
Sounds like some.
I was.
Yeah.
It's just thinking back on it, how I could have done it better. And I asked this lady, this woman from Congo, why would you come to South Africa? And she answered back, because my parents wanted me to get married. And I don't remember what I said, but looking back, what I should have said was, you're fine with child soldiers with AK-47s walking down the street, but your mom said you gotta get married now, girl. And so you fucked up to South Africa.
Very good, you didn't say that. Very. Shit. Stop. I see you bring the darkness. You know who we should have on the show? One of the weeks, Andy Mack. We'll have a lot of fun with Andy Mack. I don't know if you know Andy Mack.
School the masses on who Andy Mack is.
Well, you'll see next week, bruh, because I think I'm gonna just invite Andy Mack. Andy School will come through. And you need to chat with Andy Mack. I wanna watch. Fuck, there's gonna be some funny shit. You guys are like you're the two dark knights of comedy. At this point, Flismus is like the Lord, and you guys are the two dark knights.
Should look forward to that then.
Yeah, no, most certainly. But you mustn't think. I've learned that you mustn't think of those things too much, bruh. Like I was saying earlier, because then it sort of messes you up for the next day, and then you're gonna mess it up the next day. I think we need to give ourselves a break sometimes. You know? Now you mustn't go there willy-nilly and not fucking be aware of what you're capable of, or what you can do, what you can exploit and explore. But don't kill yourself if you don't, you know? Take it for the goods. Bruh, because otherwise sometimes, bruh, I come off stage, I have a good set, fucking irritated. But the point that I was coming to was that this last time I was in Joburg, I did three nights, and they were fucking amazing, all three. Kill, bruh. Like, hey, one thing is to be funny, but then to kill, and I kill every fucking night, bruh. But the first night, but you know why I killed, and I think it's directly because of this. The night before I performed in Zeros in a Shabin, and I had died, Brian. I died after a long time, but I died. Fuck. This lady in the front row started having a conversation with me while I'm fucking doing my set. It was bad, bro, but I died.
Good old lady the heckler.
No, what a heckler. You don't know shitstorm. Bro, I'm going through my jokes. She's like, Yawana. I was like, yo. She's like, who do you wanna fuck? She asked me that because I made a joke. And it was a good joke, plus.
Wait, were you doing a gig in Somalia?
No. It was a vernac room. It was a full vernac room. But died. I went on, but to be fair, I went on after the headliner. So the headliner did 45 minutes. And I just know the person who owns the place. My friend called me, said there's a comedian here. I went there, salesman was doing his thing on stage, killing. He's like, you can go on after. Bro, I did 5 minutes, I fucked off out of there, I died my ass off. I was feeling like shit. The owner still come up to me after that. He's like, yeah, away, bro, next time we'll give you 20 minutes. I was like, what the fuck do you mean next time? Sure, away, thanks, bro. I walked away. What the fuck is this guy thinking? How am I going to possibly do 20 minutes? I couldn't do 5 and succeed. He wants me to do 20.
There's 4 people now on Insta Live, right?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Very.
Now I have to be fair. Now I have to be honest. I have to step my game up because when I was doing podcasts, that's what I had over you guys on the Insta Lives. I could do more than one person on the podcast, and now Instagram came up with an update, so I need to upgrade. I need to grind harder. At the end of the day, this is a competition. You might be on Insta Live, but we all in the same game.
I mean,
different sides.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it's the same game, just different vessels. Like a part of me thinks maybe we should even start meeting on Insta Live, me, you, and Wayne, and do sit down comedy extra sometimes. Not taking this away, because this is good. I like this. I enjoy this. But it definitely is a place to be exploited. It just opens up the fucking game, bro. You can have now you can have stand-up, digital fucking stand-ups on IG for me, which is gonna be lovely. You know, you can have roast battles. It fucking opens up.
Yeah, that's what I mean when branching out these podcasts that we do, having 3 people. From 3 people, collaborations can happen, ideas can flow, and alternate realities can be created.
Yeah. I haven't seen it done successfully. So like that day with Mario, it was the first day, but I feel like if done correctly, 4 people could merge 4 audiences effectively, because that's what you're trying to do at the end of the day. Now, bro, if I get 3 big guests and 1 guest that has low followers but reliable followers, because there's a difference between reliable followers and then a lot of followers. There's people who have their 20 followers, but those 20 followers kick 8 always.
And I just have followers.
No, for sure. But yeah, if you do it correctly, you can then get you could get numbers on your live. On live,
you know, if we speak about the concept of social media, I see it as a popularity contest, and I'm just too old for that. It's just not for me. If I'm not gonna get, if I didn't get to 10,000 people following me by now, I'm not gonna grind again. It's just a mindset.
I mean,
and it's not wrong for other people to do so. It's different.
But I would
Different
think
mental states, different perspectives on what social media is. Some see it favorably, and more
what
power
are
to
you see
them.
it for?
You too, for example. And
Yeah, but
for
like,
me,
what are you using it for? That's my question. Like, is it your personal outlet? Sorry to interrupt you, because if it's your personal outlet, like if you're just the person who posts shit, are you cloud chasing or are you trying to achieve something? If you like me, like I don't post because I want to post. All of my posts on Instagram, believe it or not, are fucking because of my project, which is comedy, bruh. Straight up. It's very seldom you'll find a personal post. So these people that are getting famous of personal posts, that's fucking crazy. I don't know how you guys do that. I'm not sexy enough. And I'm quite sexy myself. But then there's others that business it up to get their 10,000. That's very difficult. That's what we're all trying to do. But I feel like sometimes hard work isn't the only thing, bruh. There's ways and tricks, and bruh, you have to like know the shit. It's a full-time thing. We like to think of it as a side hustle. But in fact, bruh, if you really want to get that 10K, you need to treat it like a job. Like, you need to treat it like a job, bruh. Like, I thought if I wanted, like, obviously I want 10K, but like, I thought, like, legitimately, if I really, really wanted that 10K, I'd have to do so much more. Like, no doubt. And I will one day. But like, right now, I'm not ready. I'm not ready straight up for the work because I know it's going to be a shit ton of work.
the one thing that stuck with me in that sentence, that phrase, that paragraph is, it's not all about hard work. Because I'm gonna guarantee you right now, if it was all about hard work, I'd be 10 by 10K now.
Definitely.
As you say, there are tricks, there are, well, dark arts, if you will.
No, I wouldn't call it dark arts. That it's the mythology, bruh. There's certain methods that are better than others. We don't know coming into this thing what method works. So you need to, but it's so fucking difficult, bruh, to work hard and still work on people's interests. You have to work hard and make sure you're relevant and putting out the type of content people want to see. Like, I figure it's not just posting, but like you have to think about your post, because you can't just post and then nobody fucking sees it, because then you're just working hard for nothing. And you have to change it up. And for me, I'm just at a point where I'm sort of reaching a roof. Don't get me wrong, I'm still growing, but compared to like in the beginning, and in my mind, I know there's certain things I can change up to like get my growth back. But like I said to you now, I'm just not ready for that work right now. I know that if I put up a reel a day, because I know the formula. You see the people who do it, who do like a TikTok reel on Instagram, that sort of style. That's what people like at the moment. If you're somebody who's trying to hit that cloud, yeah, definitely TikTok reels. There are a lot of South African comics finally picked up on it too. So I would think that's the key, in my opinion. But like I say, it's so much of work, and especially when you like us, when we have all of these other projects, like Sit Down Comedy Extra, your stuff. The social media game is hard, man. People think of it as a mess around app. That's the problem. It's a full-time hustle. But I respect the shit out of the people with the 50K. Before I didn't, now I do, because I've experienced how hard it is to fucking get just 1,000. The amount of work it takes.
Anyway, as you were saying, it is a full-time hustle. This social media deal is a full-time hustle, and I've been watching videos on YouTube For example, this guy named Darius Heller. He's at about 500k subs, somewhere around there, 500k to a million. And he says one of the most important things that we need to realize is when we're on social media, we are no longer a person. And I agree with that. I had the same thought and then I deviated from the path. When you're on social media, you are not Mo Latif. You are a brand. I'm not Storm. I'm a brand. What I want to create, my intention is to be known as a brand. No person ever has artwork just showcasing them as a person. Artwork, profile pictures, portfolios, that's showcasing them as a brand.
For sure. I think you can be Mo, but you're still salesman Mo. You know what I mean? No doubt, this is the real Mo. Don't get it twisted. I mean, I keep it real always. However, I hear what you're saying in terms of, it's salesman Mo. Because at the end of the day, there's something I'm trying to sell to you, and it's me. I am my brand. And that's the case with all influencers, with all social media people, unless you're in a different niche. It's a complicated thing, really.
Yeah, there's many ways to find success in life. And those that we have spoken about on the podcast are just merely a few of them.
That will fucking break you, Maji. There's easier ways to make success in life, definitely, I would think. Cheaper ways, I don't think so.
Which goes nicely onto one of the tweets I sent out this week. 3 words. Invest to earn.
Yeah.
That's investing, not necessarily investing money, investing time, investing effort, investing future. Where you want to be in future is what you should work towards right now.
Always money. Earning isn't always money, it's also opportunity. You can't buy opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Anyway,
let's not speak about those that go with the dark arts and buy followers.
It don't work though, bro. You can buy followers, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Yeah. The fact it doesn't work.
Yeah, you can buy followers, whether they stay is up to you.
No, they're fake. All of the followers you buy are fake. If you're talking about any other way of getting actual followers, if you could really buy followers, everybody would. Everybody would. You can buy followers, but not in that way. You can buy followers by investing in your product, promoting your shit. Yeah, that's the only real way of buying followers. The other ways don't work.
That's the only way we intend to, man.
Yeah, bruh. No doubt. Anyways, Tom, this was a good one, bruh. Thanks. I enjoyed this. How did you enjoy our young chat?
Well, I have to be honest. I enjoyed it. Although I do feel it's a bit different to the other podcasts, which is the intention, really.
No doubt. Corona compadres, buy tickets to Zera's very first comedy show, The Horn Room, taking place on the 2nd of April, here in Zera's. We have Talk Comedy.
How the hell didn't you speak about that?
Gia coming through. Turn up. Hey, we only got 20 seats left, guys, so actually no, we 3, 4. We only got 17 seats left. I just remembered I had to reserve some tickets. Yeah, you can hit me up if you wanna book your tickets. Because there's only 30 seats. Then you won't be allowed to come in, unfortunately.
How the hell did we leave it until 70 minutes into
Now?
the podcast to speak about that?
Yeah, I wanted to end on it. I think I did that successfully.